welcome back to another episode of Build Something TV, where we're going to be talking about this Maverick here. And we're going to be trying to get with it on the rear section. We got a $900 budget to do the rear. Basically, secret between me and you, all I got is $900 left to really do this car. First off, I got to go get these frame connectors. Everything is basically being ordered except the rear. The frame connectors are coming in. That's like $175. I like to have the car a little bit more rigid. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it. If I can't afford a paint job on the car, I might as well make sure the suspension is right, or at least up to par. Also too, like I probably mentioned in the other videos, I have to get another rear like this one, because with this rear that's over here, this is one from Lincoln Town Car, Crown Victoria, same old thing. It's basically the same rear. If we can get a D2 rear from out of an Explorer, which has the traction lock and the 410 gears, that's a D2. Now D4s is what I got. D4s is with the traction lock with the 373 gears. Now, if I can't find any of them, or I'm not really too lucky, then I'll get a 442. Now, that's the VIN code now for the axles on the Ford Explorer. 42 is an open diff with 410s. I'm really needing the 410 gears and the diff for the Crown Victoria that is outside. I need that. If I'm trying to plan to do some kind of track work with it, I need 410 gears. I want to do autocrossing with the car too. So, with autocrossing, those, the rear strictly just welded or locked up is not going to do for me. So that is why I'm going that route. Now also too, I'm going to need a welder. I know you guys are probably going to laugh and say, man, you need to go spend $500 or $600 on a welder. I am not doing that, sir. I'm sorry. I'm going to spend $260. Hopefully I can get it and it'll be good enough to weld the thing. Now, leaf spring clamps. That's only $20 for the leaf spring clamps. So $20 for the leaf spring clamps. Y'all guys are like, what the heck, man? Why don't you go buy leaf springs? Leaf springs, new, regular style, is going to be around $360. Now, if I want to get the performance one that is like custom made, blah, 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 that's going to be $500 and something. I don't have that. I don't have either or. So what I'm going to do, and the plan is, when I order another rear from the junkyard, I'm going to tell them to give me everything. I want the leaf springs, rear, everything. And also, I'm going to need that. This one I only have one. I need this thing here. That's where, the rear goes through with the shock and everything. I need that. But I'm not going to be at that point anytime soon anyway. But just get one from the junkyard. That would be a little bit more ideal. That's really what's going on. I just want to keep you guys updated and up to speed with that. And now with all of that mentioned, that's $675. So that leaves me with around $225 maybe. And I gotta speak about my car, the transmission. Yeah. When I purchased the car, it didn't start. Got videos on that. It didn't start. I didn't know what it was. Figure out, they thought the engine was bad, but the flex plate was bad. So, got the flex plate, finally broke down after a year, installed the new flex plate, engine running, and now we're here at this point. But a guy did tell me, he said, if you've seen a broken flex plate on your car in that fashion, your transmission is going to go right after. Second gear. Third. And you see that slip? So when the transmission is cold, it shifts great. When it starts to warm up, it shifts bad. And I've been dealing with that ever since I've been driving the car seriously. Many of you guys are sitting there and say, hey man, why don't you just bring it inside the garage and do the transmission? Well, listen here. When you start to look at this type of stuff out here, like snow all upon out here, you're not doing any of that. Plus my man, no feet. He charged me $250 to do a power steering pump and the transmission. What would you guys do? Also, we're going to get to this 5.42. That's behind the scenes. I'm going to start dismantling that engine there, taking the parts I need, start putting some on here, and then that T5 that's sitting over there, I'm gonna start figuring all of that situation there. So there's clutches I have to get and transmissions, and I don't really know too much about the transmission part at the moment right now. I have some ideas, but I don't really know. But I just wanted to keep you guys updated and up to speed on what's going on behind the scenes about all these builds and what's taking me so long. Again, man, it's not easy. It's not easy when you live up in on the East Coast where there's snow and cold, and it's not ideal. Look at this, man. Look at this. So let's exit the video from a junkyard scene. Check you guys on the flip side. See you guys.